So, yes pour 11, 11, nays, contre, none. Aucun.
Thank you. Sounds like we squeaked it in there. Congratulations. The motion is passed. I'd like to thank everyone for all their work today and good discussion. Mr. Clerk, I hope certainly please go ahead and lock down that meeting slot for us. And all that being the case, I think our meeting is our business is done here. So
Mr. Chair, I just had one quick.
Mr. Barlow,
yes, thank
go
you.
ahead.
Just one quick comment or mention of a bit of business. We saw that the law clerk sent out his note the other day that he does not have the contracts that the government of Canada signed with the vaccine companies, which we asked for in a motion a couple of weeks ago that was passed. Is my understanding that the U.S. chair and the clerk have put together a letter to the government to request that information. Has that been done, and can the members of this committee get a copy of that letter?
So I've received a letter and I've signed it and sent it back to my office. It will be getting back to the clerk ASAP, and we will send it out imminently. And once
this meeting that was happening today could have happened much earlier in the week, and that out of some miracle, maybe we could have been having those officials before our committee today. This meeting that was happening today could have happened much earlier in the week, and that out of some miracle, maybe we could have been having those officials before our committee today. So, the timing that we included in that was with the hope that you, Chair, could have gotten the meeting, like we could have passed this motion and had the meeting prior to the resumption of the meeting on Monday. There's no intent to bump witnesses on the Monday. There was an intent to have it done this week, but clearly that didn't happen. So now we're in this situation. To my colleague Dawn, my comments are around that I believe that AstraZeneca has declined to appear before this committee as well. That was another reason why we wanted to have officials in front of this committee on this matter, given that AstraZeneca has declined to appear before the committee on the vaccine portion of the existing study, as well as we've already had NACI and Health Canada appear on this. It would have been nice to sort of have this conversation. Like, it would have been nice if those two bodies had given this information to the committee prior to it hitting the media. But such is life, that it's unreasonable for us to be requesting them to appear, or the assertion that it would be unreasonable to have them appear in a short period of time. I would just point to what Mr. Theriault said. These officials were out in the media this week presenting findings and responding to media inquiries on this issue. They should be, I think that they would themselves say likely that they are prepared to respond to Parliament, that every day that we delay on this is a delay that the Astra vaccine is potentially being delivered, that we don't have clarity on this issue, and that Canadian seniors don't have clarity on this issue. And to Mr. Davies' point, I do not want vaccine hesitancy to be an issue in Canada, and it is incumbent upon our committee to provide information to Canadians so that they can make choices, positive choices that lead to the uptake of vaccines. So I hope that provides clarity. I think we can come to consensus. As long as this meeting happens next week, I'm good. I think Conservatives are good. I just don't want this dragged out longer than that.
Thank you, Ms. Rempel-Garner. I should point out that a meeting request received on Tuesday, the earliest this meeting could have happened would have been yesterday. And in any case, to have the meeting with the witnesses requires 2 days notice beyond that. So Friday was never possible. I will go now to
Gandalf is smoking away, and it clearly irritates Saruman. Gives patience to listen to error without anger.